Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Big House. This massive crowd assembled here today to cheer on the Wolverines, already chanting, "Go Blue." And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. On EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Buckeyes will kick this away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And at first down, they go right back to him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the line.
Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Here's the 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Murphy. It's a quick grab. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools. From both sides, it's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Delivers quickly to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you can see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Takes the handoff again. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking tackles. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. To the air, it's Murphy. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Moves the ball up to the 30. You'll recall the last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
He's running out of time here. Dump off caught by the running back. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Short completion, a third down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
It's third down for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now the all-important extra point. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Ohio State 14, Michigan 0.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Brought down, but broke the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Oh, here comes the reverse. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. Ohio State 14, Michigan 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Hand off to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Complete on the shovel pass. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
And there's the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He fires it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
Now it's second down here. The shotgun handoff here. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
The shotgun running play call. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that third down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he fields it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Finds his man. It's Peters. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. They don't practice this very often.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Handoff on a single back formation. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down. Critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. Close to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down here for this offense. He'll hand it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down after that previous play. To throw, it's Murphy. Quick throw over the middle. The pass is intercepted. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Stewart.
But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made after a big gain.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. He didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Murphy. Launching downfield. He makes the grab. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Pulls it in. It's Paul. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Pass caught, can he get in? They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I love that big target on 3rd down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. And when you get to 3rd down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
You make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. He's already at it again.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They'll run it here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
He'll hand it off. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Get some space around the 30. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff here from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll try to run for the first down. Football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
This defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Heads up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. The Wolverines looking to keep this drive rolling. On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback keeps the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But the linebacker is really the quarterback of the defense on this play. Diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. He's hit as he throws it. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much of a return, but the pick ends his scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Murphy. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
This is what's so dangerous about this offense, Chris. They have the ability to put the ball in the air downfield and really stretch those safeties back. This time they hit it for a big gain.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the same runner's got it again. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Important 3rd down play coming up. Try and muscle for the 1st down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Back to pass. It's Murphy. Receiver makes the grab. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Ohio State 31, Michigan 0.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly to the wide out. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has the first down, still on the move. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And this one is getting ugly. And now they'll set up for the point after.
Number 21 in the end zone.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Ohio State 38, Michigan 0.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. The pocket breaking down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
And the single back takes the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Third down coming.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Can he make it to the marker? Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Extra point try coming now. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Ohio State 45, Michigan 0.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, it's just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Throw to the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw yet again. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
He hands it to the back. Throws a stiff arm.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person who's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle guard, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And the attempt is no good. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Yeah, it's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quick throw to his receiver. And he pulls in the catch. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. And it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for his big tight end. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Launching one to the end zone. This one falls incomplete, and the defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And it's a kneel down. So it's 2nd down and long here from the 13. And the offense just takes a knee here. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field